Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday, and of course, Craft Eccentricity. I'm up this morning with a personal haul, and I'll just go straight in and show you. I haven't necessarily done any projects from this, but I am going to stamp out a few stamps on camera because I got a few of those again. But first, I've got some stencils, and these are all 6 by 6 inch stencils. So I've got a cloud. I've got a stars, I've got little dots. I don't know what my fascination is with dotty stencils. I just love them. I got this gorgeous little Easter bunny, a little peeps. Really like that. And then I got this 3-layered stencil, which I'll grab out of the bag. And the 2 stencils I have used actually are this layering stencil and the rabbit one, but they all line up absolutely perfectly, and you can see the quality of them there. You can see how thick that is. They're not sort of like, you know, tissue thin and flimsy, and I have had some of those in the past actually from some big name brands, and I have to treat them really carefully in case they tear. So these are quite substantial stencils, and I'm just trying to squeeze it back into the bag. Right, so what I did was I just used a scrap of cardstock, and you can see this one here. I've done that one, and then with a little bit of space above I did the bunny, and then I just wanted to test to see how it would look with shading on it. But isn't that cute? Really love that. That would be fabulous if you sort of like dib-dabbed embossing ink through it and then threw embossing powder on top. Really lovely. You could do little candy coloured bunnies, but this is absolutely gorgeous. And I think I stamped that in carved pumpkin, mustard seed and gathered twigs. So I was thinking about autumn, but I kind of like, I've got this little flower still on my desk that you can imagine, lovely backgrounds for a card, just needs a sentiment. So those are my 6 by 6 inch stencils. And then next up, I had to have this because you know me and my sparklies, and I got 2 bags, and this is the Christmas shaker mix, which is the little peppermints, the little white sprinkles, and then you've got those clear little gemstones going on in there. Really pretty. You do get quite a bit, but these will fill up my pot and last me obviously till next Christmas, I hope, so I won't have to dash back and buy any more. But it's really pretty, and it is sparkly, even though my camera is not picking it up too well. So I've got 2 of those, and then I got 2 large sentiments, and I have to say there is some stuff that I've got here that is sold out or not available anymore, but I'm going to show you because if I spot it, I will put it in my daily hot picks. So here's my first one, and it's a really large sentiment of birthday wishes and make a wish. Yeah, I think that's correct, and it's big. I mean, if I put that down there and we're on a grid of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 inches long. So that's how big that sentiment set is, and 2 sentiments included. So I got that one, and then I got the Halloween one, which is Boo to You and Trick or Treat, and once again it's 5 inches. So there we have the 2 large sentiments no longer available. Now these are still available. These are a set. You have to excuse my throat. And it's a box that cuts open. It cuts the window, but it leaves the flap so you can lift it up and down, and then you've got the frame section here that can sit on the lid, or you can cut like a shaker window aperture into that flap. And then it also comes with cookies. I mean, obviously these 2 pieces are separate, but they are a matching kind of thing, and you get all different types of cookie tops, and then you get the cookie, and then you get the bit that you can cut out to make it look as if a piece of the cookie has been bitten out, and those will go inside of your cookie box if you turn it into a cookie box, because you know me, cookies and ice creams and whatnot, And these are quite large actually. I'll measure them. Quickly put my ruler there, and I'm going to say 1 3/4 inches. And then we've got this one, which is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. It's just really, really pretty. And on there it says, "You are sweet," and then you've got all those lovely little hearts. So I got that set. And then I got myself a deer, because I do love deers. And it's a great size, it's huge, which means you could also stitch this in felt if you wanted to. I really, really like this. And it is 5 3/4 inches tall. Would make lovely Christmas ornaments if you love to sew. And I think ears, hands, I'm going to say 3 3/4 inches. So I got myself the deer. And you will see me use these things eventually. And then I got myself some chunky borders which cut out a whole piece, and it's stitched all the way around, and you can lay these up on top of each other or just use them independently. But I really like those. Great for trimming pockets and for creating pockets in planners. I'm going to say 5 3/4 inches. And then I'm thinking about the biggest one here, which I think is this one. I'd say that was 1 inch from its top curve to its bottom point. So I've got some chunky borders. And then these were all from the same seller. I got myself 2 butterflies, which have got sort of like lovely little raggedy edges. Really, really like those. And I'll measure the biggest one. And that is 3 1/4 inches. And I also got a flower which matches in with this set, and you get a roll edge that you can curl on your little quilling tool, and you've also got stamens, so you can make these really chunky in the middle, and then you've got those kind of tattered leaves. Really, really pretty. I don't know what kind of flower it is. I look at the leaves and I think chrysanthemum, so that's probably what it is. But I really like that. And then we get into stamps, and I'm going to move my stamp platform over in a minute and just have a stamp of a few of them. Now first up is the birdie, and I've already tested this one. I know that it works. I don't show anything on this channel if it doesn't work. I just won't do it. And if I've used it and there's a bit missing or there's a bit extra, I'm going to let you know what the bit extra or missing is. So this works, and I've already used it, and this one is no longer available. There are only a few of these left, and these come from the same seller. And this is a Christmas postcard. I absolutely love that Santa. There's the postcard. Great for making your own ephemera for pockets, and that's just a gorgeous little sentiment. I love that style of script. It's very retro. And then you've got all the postage marks and Merry Christmas to you. So I think I'm going to put that one to stamp with the platform, and then these are stamps that go onto the backs of cards. Made with Love, Scrapaholic, Original, and then I think that says Made with Love and 100% handmade, and that's for and date. And then that one is Just for You, With Love. You've got 2 little ziggies there, and then you've got the heart. So I think we can stamp one of those. And then me and my passion for colour wheels. I saw this and I just had to have it. And I know it's in French. I won't use the words, but I will be using the little splotch stamp for doing, what are they called? Swatches. And also this gorgeous flower, which is like a hibiscus. And there's the colour wheel. It's just wonderful. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then next up I have a vintage ruler stamp. And that's got lots of different measurements and stuff on it. That would be great actually, done onto either a yellow background to make it look like rulers, or just do it onto a walnut ink stained background. So I really like that, and I will measure that one. And this is 5 inches by 4. And then last but not least is this one, and It's a gorgeous little butterfly strip, which is very long. I haven't measured it yet. I'm going to. And this probably wouldn't fit onto my small stamp platform. I'd have to get my big one out. And it's 8¼ inches. I'm trying to think, the widest part there is, I'm going to say it's 1½ inches. So it's perfect for doing a slim line or a complete run down the edge of a planner or a journal page. It's really, really pretty. Now, I'm not sure this is still available, but I will look, and if I find it, I will put it in the links below the video. Right, so let me grab a pile. I'm just going to pause while I get my platform. Right, so here it is, and I'm using my teeny weeny little ink pad today. It needs using. I don't use it very often because it's so small, and it's one of those things, when I purchased it I thought, oh, I've got to have that because it's so cute. And they come in a little set of I think it was 4, but it turned out to be, you know, too small for me, but I thought I'd use it today. I'm going to get the large set, but I've been waiting for a coupon. I'm like everybody else. Now then, on my stamp platform is a piece of 1mm fun foam. You can get it from Walmart. It will make your stamping perfect. Right, so let's open this, and I'm going to go, I think, with the Santa head and the script. Might do the postcards as well, actually. So I'm just getting everything out here, and I've only got a small scrap of paper, so I'm going to try and squeeze everything on. I'm going to start with the Santa's head right there. Now, I haven't primed this stamp, and I am actually somebody who usually primes everything with black stays on, and I just let that ink dry on the stamp, and then I'm quite happy to use whatever. I never clean the stamp again, if you know what I mean. So, and sometimes I don't actually like having magnets. I think the magnets can impede you, if you know what I mean. But there you go. Perfect stamp. Absolutely gorgeous. What a lovely, lovely Santa face. Really like that. Right, what else am I going to get? Let's get the postcard. Let me just peel it off the back here. It's a nice big stamp. I'm going to get it sideways so that I can fit as much in. So there it is. I hope you can see that there. Putting it onto the lids, picking it up, and just go all over it. Try not to do the hollow in the centre, which is something actually that these little stamps are quite good for, because you tend not to hit the downsides of your stamps, if you know what I mean. I think I just did there, because sometimes if you push too hard you can transfer ink from areas where you don't necessarily want it. So not that much pressure really. I just run around with my fingers, you know. You haven't got to give it any CPR. Perfect stamp again. Look how crisp that is. So I think that's, oh, let me do the little Christmas sentiment. Let's see how cute that is. Hope I got it the right way around. Right, let's have a look. Dab, 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 and down it goes. Absolutely perfect. So the postcard set is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'll just move that over to one side so I can put it back in its packaging in a minute. So that's one that I highly recommend. And now I'm going to, I think, stamp the round one and the biggest long one there. Just get them out, and you just peel it off like that. Now, if you find stamps are stuck quite firmly, just tease them. You can see this one has still got a lot of the, there's a lot of chemical used when they make silicone stamps, and sometimes they overuse it and your stamp can feel a little bit slimy, if you know what I mean. And then other times they kind of don't use enough, but there it is. And I will make sure that is the right way around. Squeeze that one into there. Actually, I'm going to do it sideways on. Is that going to fit? No. I'll do it at an angle and then I'll know I can get the round one in. And here we go. Ink it all up again. And let's have a look at that. Yeah, I would like my heart to be a little bit more filled in, I think. It's a little bit speckly. That's better. Isn't that nice? I love it when things work. So that is that one, and now I'm going in with the round one. And once again, you know, they haven't really used any chemical on these, which means it's a dry stamp, and you just have to go around really carefully. You can see me doing this because you don't want to tear it, and just tease them and they do come off. There we go. Oh, I just dropped my bag on the floor. I'm going to put that one there. Close the lid. Pick that up. Dab it with some ink. And let's see what we've got now. There it is. With love. So stamped absolutely beautifully. I mean, I absolutely love the postcard set. I just love that Santa. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you like sort of like retro-y style stuff, I'm trying to look for my backer. There we go. It landed on the floor. I'm just going to pop that on and move that out of the way. Right, it is Friday. And that is what I have for you today. Now, I'm going to have another weekend of organising. Yeah, it's never ending. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I am going to be up on Monday with DIY Art Bin. But have another close look at that Santa. Let's see if the camera is going to behave. I think that's probably as close as it's going to let me get. Usually it just lets me zoom in. I love it when it lets me zoom in. But not today. But it's stamped absolutely beautifully. Really crisp lines on that postcard. Gorgeous. Really, really love that. Right. I thank you so much for watching, and as I said, have an absolutely awesome weekend. As usual, all links below, and I'll see you on Monday with DIY Art Bin. Bye.